Pause and practice activity Excel 3-2. We'll begin this activity on the P&L sheet. Go ahead and click on the chart itself and then click on the Chart Elements button in the upper right hand side of the chart and select the chart title. This will add the chart title option to the top of our chart. Now we can go up here to the formula bar and type, and this will change the name of the title. Or we can actually just select in here, which is what I'm going to do, and change the title. And we'll call this Monthly Income by State. Let's go ahead and change the size of the font on this. So we'll go up to the Home tab, which I'm on, and we'll change the size here to 18. I'm actually going to use the arrows here on the right. Let's see, that did not work because I needed this item actually selected. So let's do that again. There we go. We've changed the font size. We'll now go ahead and make a change to the theme of our chart. So make sure that we've got the chart selected. Then go up to the Format tab. And we'll look over here on the left side to make sure that the chart area itself is selected. Otherwise, we'd be making changes to just, in this case, the chart title. Well, next we're going to go over to the Shape Styles group. Click on this down arrow here to choose a style. And we're going to choose this gray subtle effect. Actually, I think the one they want is the moderate effect, so we'll choose that. We'll go ahead and add some grid lines to our chart. So we'll go ahead and choose the Chart Elements button again. Move down here and make sure that the grid lines is selected. It is. Then we'll go to the More button to the right. And we're going to choose the Primary Minor Horizontal option. Click away from that. Make sure the chart is selected. Move back up to the Format tab. Move over to the Current Selection group. And then we're going to choose the vertical value, major grid lines. Next, we're going to change the shape outline of the grid lines. So click that. And we're going to choose the black text 1 option. Go back over to the current selection group. We're going to choose the minor grid lines and make the same change here. Doesn't look like it did what I wanted it to do. There we go. We're going to change what the data is showing on our chart. So let's just go ahead, select the chart, come over to the Filters button, click on that, and we're going to unchoose Minnesota from our list. Click Apply, and you'll notice that no longer is Minnesota showing up in our chart. Next, make sure the chart is selected. Move up to the Chart Design tab. We're going to click the Change Colors button within the Chart Styles group. And let's go to the Monochromatic area, and we want palette 11. Let's see if we can find it here. And I think we'll just choose that one there. We'll now move to the Income Chart tab. In here, select the chart. We're going to move over to the Chart Styles button and change the style of the chart. So here we're going to change to Style 3. This is Style 5, so let's move up the list. This is Style 3, so select it to apply. Let's move back to the Profit and Loss sheet. Scroll down to cell B35. This is just a blank cell that we're going to work with. Okay, move up to the Insert tab. We're going to place an icon into this cell. So click on the Icons button, and let's search for Winner. And then when this comes up, choose the ribbon that has a black outline, white interior. Come down and press the Insert button. and this will place this in our sheet. Now this actually isn't in cell B35. This is a floating object that's separate from the sheet itself, but this just gave it a location in which to place the object initially on our sheet. We're going to copy our ribbon, so let's go back to the Home tab, select it first, go back to the Home tab, click the Copy button. We no longer need this, so we'll go ahead and I'm just going to press the Delete button on my keyboard to remove that. We'll then move back to the Income Chart sheet. Select the Indiana icon, bar on our sheet, then double click it, and this will open up a formatting window. In here, choose the Fill bucket, and in here we're going to choose the Picture or Texture Fill option. We're going to fill it from the clipboards, so click Clipboard here. Notice it places our ribbon for us here. We're going to expand this, so we want to choose the Stack option. So this will look a little better for us. We'll add a border to this, so scroll down here if you can't see it and click on Border. We're going to choose a solid line border around the outside of this. So I'm done with this now, so I'll go ahead and I'll click the Close button. We select away from that, so now you'll see that Indiana is showing with a separate look than the rest of our items. We're next going to change the chart title here, so I'm going to select the Total button. Once again, I could change this by typing in the formula bar, or I can just click on it, in this case 3 times, in order to bring up the cursor within this. So I'm going to change this to rental income for 3 months. And we want to change this font size, so let me get away from here. And I'll triple click on this again. Actually, I'm going to do this a different way. I'll select this, go back to the Home tab, and we'll change it here to 24. So once again, if this is deselected, make sure it's selected. We're then going to go up to the Format tab, and we're going to go to the WordArts Styles group, which is here. And we're going to choose, let's see, which one do we want? We'll just do this one here. Okay, make sure the chart is selected. Come over to the data labels. We'll go ahead and we'll click this to turn on the data labels on the top of each of our columns. So let's make sure we've got the chart elements chosen again. Here we're going to choose the data table. And what this does is it places a small table underneath our chart. And we're going to turn off the legend keys. The last thing we're going to do here is we're going to add some alt text to our chart. So we're going to select around the outer edge of the chart to select the entire chart. We'll right click on this. We'll move down to the bottom of the pop-up menu and choose View Alt Text. In this case, you can place whatever you want into here. I'm just going to say this is some text. Press Enter and then click the Close button. The alt text can be used to assist people with some disabilities in seeing what this chart is for without necessarily being able to see the chart table itself. Okay, this ends this pause and practice activity.